Hey there, everybody. Jen Patero here on Sunday, July the 4th. Making my video a little bit later this weekend because it has been one heck of a busy, long Canada Day weekend. It's been a ton of fun, arguably a little too much fun because I gotta tell you, I fell off the wagon. Totally derailed my nutritional plan. So that's what I'm hoping to chat a little bit about today. And then if there's time, maybe get into, my plan moving forward as far as continuing to reverse diet myself out of this and then beginning my cut and prep back into being show ready, because I did officially register for UFE World Championship on November 13th in Toronto. So super excited about that. So if there's time, maybe we can chat about that plan. But first, really wanted to share with you that life happened this weekend. So to give you a bit of backstory, we had a big celebration here. This weekend, a bunch of friends that we haven't seen, some of them in almost a year, brought their trailers for the weekend, parked in our front field, and celebrated Canada Day. We celebrated the fact that we are now allowed to get together outdoors like this and, and be together as friends. We also celebrated the fact that next weekend is my birthday. And also, one of the people that joined us this weekend is my good friend, Allie Bembridge. So I have not seen her since we both competed on the virtual showdown stage a couple of weeks ago. So we were really celebrating, that whole journey and process. And so we had lots of different things to celebrate. So went into this weekend thinking, I'll probably have a little bit more alcohol than I normally do, but otherwise I'm going to stick to my plan. I'll stick to my macros. And just to remind all of you, last week my macros were set at 130 grams of fat, 115 grams of protein. And then on Friday, I was supposed to do a ketogenic caloric refeed day at 145 grams of fat and 115 grams of protein. So as I do, I program everything into my tracker, and I had planned to stick to that. My mistake at the start was not adapting my meal plan to just include whatever it is everybody was going to be eating that day. So I stuck with my brick and my ground beef and my eggs. But then, because as I was saying, I was hungry. Like, that was not, I wasn't feeling satisfied. I wasn't feeling satiated. I feel like because the fat wasn't high enough, the protein was quite high, but I'm thinking that the protein isn't quite as satiating as the fat is, because fat is my fuel source, right, on the keto diet. So I was feeling hungry. And so, of course, when you're in a large group setting, and you're drinking some alcohol, my brain just, the alcohol, I think, justifies me doing whatever the heck it is I want. And so I ate extra veggies and I ate extra protein. And, it wasn't great. It wasn't great for my body. I overdid it. My stomach did not feel well. I don't sleep well when this happens. I wake up at about 2-3 o'clock in the morning and I can't fall back asleep because my metabolism is so revved up. I am on fire, like I'm super hot, and I can't fall back to sleep. So that happened. But, from a scale perspective, it really didn't do much to my body. I think I went up, so at the start of the week, I weighed 118.6. maintained that at the beginning of the week pretty well. Maybe when I went up to about 120 pounds. And then after I overate my raw veggies and my protein, I went up by like 0.6 pounds. Didn't have a great night's sleep, but not the end of the world. The next day, I did a better job of adjusting my meal plan to whatever it was everybody was eating, which was a good thing. But I still overate, and there was a lot of alcohol consumed. And like I say, everything went out the window. I keep my alcohol keto, like I'm drinking vodka soda and very low cal, but what it does to my brain, it just tells me I can overindulge, overconsume, do things and say things that I should not be doing and saying. So that led me to consume not one, but 2 butter tarts. They were delicious. Don't ask me why. I haven't wanted any sugar, but enter alcohol, and this is the decision that I make. So I then ended up eating a lot of things that I shouldn't have eaten, and my stomach was very, very upset with me. Again, did not sleep very well that night. Woke up the next morning and my weight had gone up by a full pound. Okay, that's fine. But now I'm thinking, okay, let's rethink this plan. Now that I have put some sugar into my body, I'm not fueling myself with fat. I'm fueling myself with sugar. And so maybe I should just have some of these things that I'm not able to eat on keto that I kind of miss. Like, I don't miss much, but I love sushi, spicy salmon roll, and I also love butter chicken. So that is what I ate. I ate a whole lot of sushi, and I ate a whole lot of butter chicken. And I think because my body is in the state that it's in, I had been so calorically depleted. My hormones that control hunger, so leptin, ghrelin, the hormones that tell you that you're hungry, the hormones that tell you that you're full, were right out of whack. So I ate and ate and ate and ate and ate and ate. And this is why this is such an important process, this reverse diet and controlling it so much, because your hormones are so out of whack, and will tell you, even when you don't necessarily need the calories or the nutrition, to just keep eating, because your body is just a bit of a mess after going through that depletion, the cut. Anyways, so I way overate my sushi, ate a ton of butter chicken, ate some more desserts. Like, I blew everything out of the water, drank a lot more alcohol. And guess what? Next day, I woke up 129.6 pounds. So basically back at the weight that I was at when I started 12 weeks ago, started the prep and the cut into the show. So not great. Now, in fairness, I know a lot of that is water. You hold a lot more water when your body is fueled with carbs. I also know my knees almost immediately started to hurt. The inflammation, it's crazy. When you're on keto, your inflammation in your body significantly decreases. The second I put that sugar and those carbohydrates into my body, a bit of knee pain. And my muscles, like, I could feel my quads. I could feel them getting bigger, fuller, retaining more water, like just more glycogen. I don't know. Like, I could feel a difference, and it's not a very good difference. I'll tell you that. My muscles started to cramp a bit. I don't sleep well. It's not a pleasant experience. Not to mention my gut, like my stomach is hating me right now. So, I mean, it is what it is. I made the decision based on, what I thought would be a good idea for me to do. Get some of this stuff out of my system is what I was thinking. While I've already flipped a switch to a carbohydrate fuel source, get some of the stuff out of my system, and then I can really focus on the competition prep and move forward. And that's exactly what I did. Today I started, brand new day, obviously no alcohol, very much keto, sticking to my macros. In fairness, I'm intentionally cutting back on a little bit of fat in hopes that I will burn a little bit of extra glycogen and carbohydrate in my body, but we'll see. And I've also my exercise. Yesterday, I ran 10 kilometers. I haven't run 10 kilometers. It was supposed to be a rest day for me, and I ran 10 kilometers just because I needed to burn the sugar, needed to burn the carbs. And then today, super intense leg workout, followed by a 5K run and a 25-minute walk, a speed walk on an incline. And I felt good. Like I wanted to do it. My body felt that I could do it, so I did it. Because I know I need to get, it's going to take some time. After you flip a switch from being a fat burner to a sugar burner, even though you remove the carbs, like today I'm not eating any carbs, well, under 10 grams, it's going to take me about 3 days to remove all the extra carbohydrate from my body and get back to burning fat as a fuel source. So that is what I do. I am going to be super strict as I was. I know I can do it. I'm going to do it. Got some things out of my system. Let life happen as it does. And now moving on, carrying on, and going to get myself ready for the show on November 13th. So because I've gone so long today, I will maybe next week chat a little bit about the plan moving forward for how I'm going to continue to reverse diet myself out of this and then cut myself back down, because I don't have enough time to get myself to, fully back to the normal caloric intake, build some muscle, and then cut back down. So Robert and I talked about a couple different options as to how we could tackle this, and we nailed down a plan. So I will share that next week. So until then, have an awesome week. Hope you had a fantastic weekend, and we will chat soon. Take care. Bye for now.